Good afternoon to all of you. Today we are going to see refraction. Now what is refraction? How can we define it? By the bookish definition, if we go, it is the phenomenon of change in the speed of light when it enters from one transparent medium to another. मतलब है कि जब लाइट एंटर करता है किसी भी ट्रांसपेरेंट मीडियम के माध्यम से और दूसरे ट्रांसपेरेंट मीडियम में जाता है, तब लाइट के स्पीड में जो कमी आता है उस फेनोमेनन को रिफ्रैक्शन के माध्यम से डिफाइन किया जाता है. नाउ ये जो पार्टिकुलर रिफ्रैक्शन है, इट इज वन ऑफ द फेनोमेनन ऑफ लाइट. इट टेक्स प्लेस अंडर सर्टेन लॉज. लेट अस सी व्हाट आर दिस लॉज. उससे पहले हमको दो चीज जानना है. एक, रिफ्रैक्शन में हम इस दो चीज को हर वक्त यूज किया करेंगे. एक होता है रेयरर, एक होता है डेंसर. नाउ व्हाट इज रेयरर? रेयरर मतलब पतला, डेंसर घना. सो जब भी रिफ्रैक्शन होगा दो मीडियम के, it will be taking place between two mediums. So if I take an example, if I consider two mediums, say for example air and water, या फिर air और glass. So denser medium इन दोनों के बीच में हो जाएगा. ग्लास और वाटर, एयर और अगर लेते हैं तो इट विल बी, एयर विल बी द रेयरर मीडियम, ग्लास विल बी द denser medium. Now मैंने बोला है कि रिफ्रैक्शन टेक्स प्लेस अंडर सर्टेन लॉज. व्हाट आर दिस लॉज? लेट अस सी वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस सी द डायग्राम. इफ आई कंसिडर दिस पार्टिकुलर रेक्टेंगुलर शेप एज ए ग्लास स्लैब, रेक्टेंगुलर ग्लास स्लैब, तो ऑलरेडी मैंने बता दिया है ग्लास ये जो है इट इज डेंसर, और रेक्टेंगुलर ग्लास शेप के बाहर का जो एनवायरनमेंट है इट इज रेयर मीडियम, एयर. नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, यू सी, इफ आई draw a light ray which is incident on this particular plane. Let us draw here the normal. When light will pass from rarer medium to a denser medium, the speed of light will change. In here the speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. What will happen? The speed of light will change जब वो ग्लास के अंदर जाएगा. What will happen? The light ray will bend towards the normal. The light ray will bend towards the normal. This is where the refraction is happening. Now, what is the first law? As you can see, the incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal, they are lying on the same plane. Incident ray, normal, refracted ray, they lie on the same plane. Now this angle between this normal and incident ray, I, will be called as angle of incidence, and the angle between this refracted ray and the normal will be called as angle of refraction or refracted angle. Now as light is a transparent medium, this particular light ray will come to this surface. Again let us see, we draw here another normal. It will emerge out in this direction. This is the incident ray, this is the refracted ray, and this is the emergent ray, that is which is emerging out from this particular glass slab. Now what is happening, you see, from the denser medium it is coming out into the rarer medium. Now again here the light ray, this particular environment is air, the speed of light is changing again and it is bending away from the normal. So what we can see here is that when the light ray is coming out from a rarer, denser medium to a rarer medium, the light ray will bend away from the normal, and the angle between this emergent ray and the normal will be called as the angle of emergence. The first law of refraction, we have got the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal all lie on the same plane, they are lying on the same plane, and the second law is the sine of angle of incidence, sin I, divided by sine of angle of refraction, sin R, equal to constant. And this particular value is for a given color of light and given pair of medium. Sin I by sin R equal to constant, and it is called as Snell's law of refraction. It is called as Snell's law of refraction. So whenever the light rays will enter from rarer to denser, it will bend towards the normal. Again, when it is emerging out from denser medium to a rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal. Now this phenomenon of this bending, how much it will bend towards the normal, how much it will bend away from the normal, depends upon the medium, what mediums we are using. If one medium, suppose if we consider one medium, say glass and air, as we have taken the example here, in case of glass it is denser, it will bend towards the normal, and in case of air it is rarer, it will bend away from the normal. Now this particular bending, the extent of bending is measured in terms of refractive index, is measured in terms of refractive index. Now how it is done? It is a comparative value between two mediums. It is a comparative value between two mediums. Let us say, if I consider medium 1 and medium 2. Now I have to find out the refractive index of, say, medium 2. So what we will do, how we will write it, say n is the refractive index. Refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 equal to, it will be given as velocity of light in medium 1 divided by velocity of light in medium 2. Now when I divide this velocity of light in 1 and velocity of light in medium 2, we will get the refractive index of medium 2. Say again, if we have to find out the refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2, given as n12, it is not 12, it is n12, we will write it as velocity of light in medium 2 divided by velocity of light in medium 1. This is how we are going to find out the refractive index value of a particular medium. Now, if say medium 2 and medium 1, if one of the medium is air or vacuum, then considering, say here, if the medium 1 is air or vacuum and we have to find out the refractive index of medium 2, then we will write velocity of light in air or vacuum divided by velocity of light in medium 2. So in that situation, that refractive index will be called as absolute refractive index. अगर मीडियम 1 या फिर मीडियम 2 एयर और वैक्यूम होता है, तब हम लोग उस रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स को बोलेंगे एब्सोल्यूट रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स वैल्यू वी कैन सी द हाउ मच ए पार्टिकुलर सब्सटेंस इज denser from one another. For example, just you imagine substance A, the refractive index value is say 2.5. Substance B, the refractive index value is say 1.5. The more the refractive index value, the more denser will be the substance. If I compare this A and B, more denser will be A, and in comparison to A, B will be rarer medium. So this was the part of the video where we have come across what is refraction, laws of refraction, what is refractive index, how to find out the value of the refractive index, and with the values of the refractive index, which one is called a denser medium and which one is called a rarer medium. Now to understand rarer and denser, everybody might have seen that when you take a stick and immerse it in the water, when you look it from the top, you will see that the stick in a bend direction. From top of the, if you see the top view, from the top view, when you are seeing, you will see the particular stick is bent. Why it is happening? Because water is denser, air is rarer. Now as we have seen in the diagram, that when a light passes from a rarer medium to a denser medium, it bends towards the normal, and it is happening because of the phenomenon of refraction. So air is a rarer medium, water is a denser medium. The speed of light in air, when it going inside the water, it is changing. As a result, the stick is seem to be bending away from its original path. So we have seen how to find out the values of refractive index, and also which medium is denser, which medium is rarer. If you have any set of confusions, you can leave in the comment box sections, and all will be answered in the comment box. Do subscribe and like the videos. Thank you.